kind of welcome. Let me also just say to you that our friends David and others from T-Mobile have traveled all the way from Seattle, Washington to be here. They didn't have to do anything, but they are committed to providing access to the internet that bridges the digital divide. And so they are donating today up to 4,500 laptop computers, tablets, starting with the pilot site right here at West Park, and starting with, and starting with the 300 or so people who are participating in our family self-sufficiency program. This is a partnership where they had us at Hello. And this is a partnership that I really appreciate because of all the work that we're doing together with T-Mobile to bridge the digital divide, to get our children and our families connected to the internet in a more meaningful way. Let's give them another round of applause. There are a lot of companies who is in the internet business that I have reached out to asking for these kinds of partnership. T-Mobile is the only one that has stepped up to the plate. And for that, David and his team deserves our gratitude, and they deserve mostly our praise. They didn't have to do it, but they're choosing to do it. So where is the tablet? Do I have a sample tablet anywhere? I'm supposed to lift one up. Where's Nicole? So this partnership with T-Mobile, every household at West Park, where are the people from West Park? Raise your hands. Every household will receive one of these devices. And with this device will come 2 years of internet service, free service. Did you hear me say I love T-Mobile? Do you love BHA or what? Listen. T-Mobile, yeah. T-Mobile, T-Mobile. T-Mobile. Hey man, I cannot tell you to switch your service. But I will always support the people who support BHA and our families. This investment that we were making is critical. In this digital age, access to the internet is just indispensable. And way too many of our families find access to the internet impossible. We want to bridge that. And that's why we're having this event. That's why we chose this large family development to announce this important partnership. Internet access is also important to young adults and those families who are here, who have children going to school, who otherwise are unable to afford the cost of connecting them to the internet. So today we're also announcing those 300 families who are working hard to lift themselves up, to find social and economic mobility by participating in our family self-sufficiency program. Each one of those 300 families that we have been working with will also be provided with a T-Mobile device. I would be remiss if I didn't take the opportunity, of course, to to thank HUD, the Housing and Urban Development. I don't see our partners here. Oh, there? Yes? Let's give HUD a shout out. Last year, the Secretary of HUD asked us to do what we can to partner with us to announce this great program to connect homes, essentially to connect low-income families to the internet. And it's because of Connect Home and the work that we're doing that we're here today, partnering with T-Mobile, partnering with HUD, and partnering with PHA. So let's give HUD another round of applause. And in case you didn't already know, HUD actually provides approximately 93% of our funding. So there are the money people here. We appreciate that. We love T-Mobile and we definitely love HUD. Do you love HUD? That's right, that's right. So thank you, HUD, for being here. So this Connect Home initiative helps families to connect residents to the internet, to help them connect to, among other things, good paying jobs, opportunity to apply for various benefits, etc. Online. We're standing here today at Westbrook, which is part of the Promise Zone, which is aimed at helping improve living conditions right here in West Philadelphia. Ultimately, all of PHA's efforts, all of our efforts are aimed at opening doors to opportunity. And I have to say that with our partners that help provide this essential service, we are so grateful. I can't say enough, frankly, about how hard they have worked to make this day happen. Thank you, T-Mobile. Okay, so I have people who prepare remarks for me. And when I go off script, I get in trouble. But I initially asked T-Mobile for a pilot. I asked them for about 350 devices. These beautiful devices. I went back and we asked them, can we get about 4,000 more? They didn't say no. They said, when do you need it? Can we start ordering? They did that for us. They didn't have to, but they did. So there are our new friends. Hey, don't think about it. So before I get to distributing the tablets, first I want to hear from our friends. The first is a longtime friend of mine, a personal friend of mine. She is your local councilwoman. She is a committed advocate for residents, for PHA residents. She was the first person when I took this job that reached out to me, didn't ask me for anything, except said, how can I help you? And whenever I call, she takes my call. And whenever I ask her to show up somewhere, she shows up faithfully. There is no better friend of PHA than yours truly, Jenny Blackmore.
I was getting ready to make up who I've been next door to trying to get a free tablet. We can't do that. We want to thank Calvin Jeremiah, all my friends over there, part of PHA, Asia and Ethel. And we want to say to her, thank you. And we want to say to T-Mobile, yes, we love you right away. Really happy to be here. You all remember Lucia Blackwell, don't you? Yeah. Oh yeah, because Lucia had the solution. Yeah. We're happy to be here. Look forward to seeing you. Weather's going to get warm. We'll come back out for the fun we have in the spring. Oh, okay, South is okay. West Philly, David. All right. So I just wanted to say we're happy to be with you. Enjoy them, take care of them, and God bless you all.
And of course, I want you guys to really give this man a Philly welcome, our newest best friend. He comes to us, as I said, all the way from Seattle. You want to do this, you want to be here. And this, I would say, he whispered to me just before I came on stage, that this has been his best event yet. So there's something that is just special about Philadelphia. We know how to show the people us love. So please welcome. Please welcome. We do got love, and we got a lot of things for T-Mobile today. Welcome the Senior Director, David Benzet. All right, Taylor, you can do better. Come on, give me some more.
Philadelphia. St. Patrick's Day. This is incredible. Thank you, Kelvin. It's such a pleasure to be able to be here today. It's a huge honor for all of us at T-Mobile to be chosen to bring mobile internet access for the first time to thousands of families in Philadelphia, right here in Philadelphia. Thank you for giving us a chance and the privilege to be a part of this. You're worth the millions in investment. Your kids are worth the millions in investment. It feels especially right to be involved in this because we're on a mission at T-Mobile to break down the old rules and the old barriers and change wireless in the United States for good. Because in today's world, mobile access to the internet is anything but a luxury. Would you agree? Just 4 years ago, a fraction, about 40% of internet access was happening mobile. This year, most of the internet traffic will now be mobile. 75% of every internet connection happens on a mobile device. That's amazing. And that trend is continuing. And of course, mobile access keeps growing bigger and bigger, doesn't it? Today's mobile internet is a lifeline. It's how we get our information. It's how families stay safe and stay connected, is it not? It's how we do our banking. It's how we find a job. Looking online, we all want better employment. In other words, it's a necessity. Access to the mobile internet has become absolutely critical for opportunity in today's age. Would you agree? Yeah, that digital divide, we're closing that digital divide together. But still, for so many, mobile access remains out of reach. That's one reason that we set out 4 years ago to change the rules about internet access as an organization. The old rules, they were broken. They held back too many people. Would you agree? So we started something at T-Mobile we like to call the Un-carrier revolution. At the same time, we also started investing in our network like crazy, both nationally and right here in Philadelphia. We're incredibly proud of the fact that thousands of families touched by this project will now have access to the nation's fastest mobile internet. We think that's pretty cool. And we think it's tremendously important. That's why we're so proud to be a part of this with Calvin, with the Philadelphia Housing Authority, and with our friends at HUD. The great initiative that they put together 3 years ago with Secretary Castro. We're looking forward to building more partnerships with the city, with the local government, and with businesses. At T-Mobile, we consider this just the start. There's more to come. Thank you so much.
Give David another round of applause, people. And so this day wouldn't have been possible without the Vice President, Katrina Times, working with us. I know that President Andrea Foster is under the weather and couldn't be here with us. Where's Andrea? Oh, Andrea is monitoring the devices. That's okay. Well, she hadn't been under the weather, but we're going to send her some love. Please come to the podium and make a few remarks. Miss Katrina Times.
Hello everyone on my Westport residents and neighbors. I just want to thank PHA, Councilman Blackwell, and T-Mobile for choosing Westport to give out the chance to the awesome and exciting opportunity for us residents, and I'm so glad they chose us.
And of course, I would be remiss if I didn't acknowledge two of my nine bosses, Ms. Asia Coney and Commissioner Ethel Wise. Please stand up and say hello. I'd like Ms. Coney, on behalf of the Resident Advisory Board, to make a few remarks. Ms. Coney?
Hello, family. We're going to do this again. I mean, is there anything better than free? No. All right. Hello, family. We want to thank, first of all, on behalf of my fellow co-workers, the Board of Commissioners, our commissioner here at the Wise, and the other 7 that are not here today. We think this is a great day, and Mother Nature cooperated with us. That would have been something, wouldn't it? We want to thank T-Mobile. This is awesome. This is so awesome. This will go so far. Our children and households access information that otherwise they would not be able to access unless they went to libraries or community centers and so on. So now in the comfort of their own homes, they can do their homework. They can research all types of information. They can start already looking at colleges. Definitely a business. Definitely a business. And you know PHA has an entrepreneur program. All right. Did y'all go by these tables and pick up all this wonderful information? You did? Job Corps, their big picture school, community college. All these folks came out for the opportunity of giving you information and to share with you programs that you have access to. That you have access to. It is a pleasure to be here. I'm here off and on, working with the resident council, working with PHA, and it's so glad to see y'all coming out. Most of the time, we got to literally pull you out of those buildings. So I'm so glad to see you today. Thank you so much for coming out. Again, thank you, T-Mobile. Thank you, HUD, for showing up and being our support. And thank you, Kelvin.
Let me just take an opportunity to thank all of the vendors who came out to support us today. Please take an opportunity to pass by the table to pick up some useful information. They're all on the side, so thank you all for coming out. Let's give them a round of applause as well. There is a small group of people here today that also means an awful lot to me, and I know to Asia and the board. They are our PHA ambassadors, and they have been test driving these devices over the last week or so. I would like to acknowledge them and thank them for the work that they're doing. They are our children, and they're the best of us. So please give them a round of applause. And so with that, I thank you all for being here. I'm going to ask Judy Blackwell and David and the commissioners and the vice president of West Park to join me across the way so we can begin distributing these devices. Let me say again how grateful we are, David, to you, to the T-Mobile family, to HUD, and to all of these residents who are here supporting us. What you're doing is just so admirable, and we appreciate you, and we're deeply, deeply grateful to you and T-Mobile. Thank you, God bless you, and have a wonderful weekend.
Hands, everybody, if you got what it takes, cause I'm Curtis Blood, and I want you to know that these are